Hello, it's Karen Knott from Primetime Business here, and I've got a short video blog for you today about selling your services. Now, as business owners, it's inevitable that we are also in the business of selling. Let's face it, if we don't sell either our services or our products, we don't have much of a business. And yet, ironically, this is the one area that I know many of us actually feel quite uncomfortable with and can struggle with. When we start to talk about, what we do, how we do it and how much we charge, those sorts of issues. I know for me, when I first started up in business, this was an area which did make me feel very uncomfortable, and I think that was because I had been led to believe, or I mistakenly believed, that selling was all to do with convincing people. Convincing people that I was the one that they should hire. And I thought that the way to do that was to tell them about my qualifications and my experience and, how I did, what I did, etc. Mistakenly thinking, they say, oh, she is the woman for me. But of course it never actually happened that way. It never felt right. It always felt uncomfortable. But the one thing that made the whole process completely different for me was one small shift. And that shift was to move away from thinking of selling as convincing to thinking of selling as actually clarifying. From convincing to clarifying. Now, by that I mean, being really clear on who it is that you best serve. Who are the people that you help? What do you do for those specific people in very clear, very simple language? And when you approach the whole sort of sales thing from that perspective, things suddenly get a whole lot easier, because for a start you can be completely focused on serving those particular clients, and that then helps you say yes to the right people and no to the ones that aren't quite right for you. And the same thing happens for your clients. If they know that just through listening to what you say that they are a match for what you have to offer, their need matches your offer, then they almost pre-select themselves. There's no convincing needs to be done. It's simply a question of you having been very clear about who you help and then being able to identify themselves within that clear description so that the two of you can be a perfect fit. Now, it's a very slight shift, but believe me, it makes an enormous difference. So if you've been struggling with the whole thing about selling, then I urge you just to give it a try and just to start really clarifying exactly, who you work with, what you do, the benefits of people working with you, and then in the next sales situation that you find yourself in, that's all you need to do is to talk about what you do. Okay? I hope that's been of some help. If you'd like to add your comments in the blog below, that would be great. Or if you've got any tips that you want to share about how you make the whole business of selling so much easier for yourself, then that would be great too. So I hope that's been of some help. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.